As I'm just sitting here thinking about how my life is going and how life has been going, God has a strange way of showing you that you need Him. God has a strange way of showing you the people that's in your life that's not supposed to be in it. As bad as you may like someone, as bad as you may think someone is the one, as bad as you may think that you got it all figured out and that you know, the direction for your life, God shows you like, you ain't got it yet. So God will actually let you be with someone who you actually crave to be with. God will let you bump your head. God will let things go in your way. Go in your favor. But in those times, those are lessons. You have to understand that you need God every step of the way. When you try to keep thinking, oh, you can do everything by yourself. I don't need God. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want. You just think that you got it all. God shows you like how much you need Him. God shows you why we need God and why we have to pray. I know some of y'all don't pray and some of y'all may think that y'all don't need God, but in reality, sometimes you have to ask yourself, how is my life going? Is anything working for me? Are you praying to God? And then you have to sometimes ask yourself, when I don't pray to God, what happens? When you think you know everything, when you think you got everything figured out, you have to sit back and ask yourself like, dang, yeah, that worked for a little while, but after a while, you start thinking like, man, this ain't giving. That job that you keep going to, this ain't giving. Sometimes you just have to ask yourself like, dang, you have to ask yourself, do you think that you're supposed to wait 2 weeks to get a check that's only $2,500? Do you think that you're supposed to wait 1 hour to receive just $26? Like sometimes at some point in your life, or even $18 or even $15. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself like, dang, okay, I'm worth way more than this. I want more than this it's more than this to life. And you just have to sometimes just let your pride go, and you just have to trust the process. Trust what God is telling you. Trust that God is a man that shall not lie. God isn't saying be perfect. God isn't saying judge everybody. God is the only person who can judge people. So when you call yourself, or when you see that you're judging people, you got to ask yourself, like, you really have to ask yourself, like, who am I to judge other people? Who am I to tell other people what to do when I barely know what to do myself? Everybody has a purpose in life. And if you don't know your purpose, you have to be in isolation with God. You have to allow that time when you're by yourself, just be in silence. Whether it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, 3 hours. Be in silence, and I guarantee you, in them silent moments, you're going to hear everything that you need to hear from God. And my thing is this, y'all. You have to understand that things ain't gonna happen overnight. For some people, it may happen overnight, but you can't look at other people's situation and say, dang, how God blessing them and they getting married and they getting their dream house, dream car, but I'm still praying, doing all the right things. You think you're doing all the right things, and then you have to ask yourself like, dang, why I ain't getting blessed yet? It's something that you're not doing. It's something that you're trying to pursue and that you're not putting God in. You have to release control into God. Stop trying to be in control of everything. Stop trying to be in control of your finances. Stop trying to be in control of where you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to go. Let God guide you. Hear me. I'm guilty of this. I used to be a person where I used to feel like that I knew all the answers. I knew every direction for my life. Until I got to a point where I lost everything. I lost everything, and I'm telling y'all, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know your situation, but I'm telling you, if you have ever lost anything in your life, and if you have you at a place right now where you just like, you want to straight give up, and you just like, man, ain't nothing working. You've been praying, you've been trying to wait on God, and you just feel like God ain't coming through for you. Listen to me when I say this. Remove anybody out your life that's causing frustration, that's causing anxiety, that's causing you to be mad, that's not causing you to be at peace, remove it. I don't care what it is, who it is. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care if it's somebody that you've been knowing that you give all your advice to or get all your advice from. If that person or if these things is not bringing you peace, remove it, remove it, remove it. I'm telling you this for a reason, because God is a man. All you need is him. I'm telling y'all, from a person from experience. From a person from experience, you need God. You can't try to figure out everything on your own.